British Touring Car and Support Championship on Project Cars 2. We are here at Snetterton 300 again. This time for round 5 of the championship in the Ginetta Junior. Ready to go for race 1. SHAREfactory on pole from Bidzster, and off we go. Good start by both leaders. Callum with a good start as well. Callum's back on a wheel now, so he's on a Logitech G29, so Callum should have some good pace in this one. Neil Farmack, Footman and Blakeney very close in the mid-pack as well as we go through the first corner. Riches, Bidzster through there very cleanly behind SHAREfactory, and looks like Neil's making a move as well, but Bidzster up the inside into the Montreal hairpin, gets past SHAREfactory with a little bit of contact. Neil Farmack hits the side of Callum, but no harm done there as they go out of there. Almost the leaders are almost 3 wide. Stevie on the outside, Bidzster in the middle, SHAREfactory on the outside, on the inside, 3 wide into the third corner. SHAREfactory gets the lead then. Bidzster in second place, side by side with Stevie, but he should get second place on the inside, but we'll see for the next hairpin at Agostini. There's Neil Farmack, and then further back, there's everyone else further back, doing well. As we go into the hairpin, SHAREfactory in the lead then, Bidzster gets second. Callum wanting to be third, because Callum's coming alongside Stevie, but I don't think he's alongside enough towards the next little left-hander at Hamilton. So into the Hamilton kink. Round there we go, and then into Oggies. You don't want to go too wrong here as Keith goes off, and Arsenal Blake is on the grass as well. Keith goes off. There he is in the background, flying up full marker boards everywhere, and almost takes out one of the new guys. But there's Arsenal Blake, gets hit and goes off. Oh, that all happened a bit quick. But Arsenal Blake gets it turned round and back on the move again. So Bidzster and Stevie now side by side. Stevie's having a go at Bidzster. Down towards the chicane at the end, into the Brundle chicane, and a little bit of contact I think there, but Stevie's through. A little bit of contact, but he's through, so into second place he goes. Bidzster down a third. Good job by Stevie there to get through. We'll get the replays on the opening lap after the finish, after the first lap has finished. But we'll go around Coram now towards Murray's, the last corner. Bidzster looking for a way around Stevie, no way through there as Callum closes up, or he's missed his braking point. Callum misses his braking point and gets passed by Neil, and Footman's gone round. There's Footman's gone round as well, so everything happening there at once. So Footman rejoins then, and Callum rejoins there as well, so Callum did go off in the end. Wow, all happened there, so we'll get some replays on that first lap action. Okay, here's a replay of what happened to Arsenal Blade and Keith then. So up over the curve, over the outside curve he goes off. Keith goes off anyway, he just loses the back of the car. Arsenal Blade's all over the grass. Then he rejoins, just avoids TY in front of Growly Bear, and goes in the air. And then as he rejoins, just comes across to the left and hits Growly Bear and spins himself round. So Arsenal with a bit of a flying lesson and a bit of drifting all in one. Now here's a replay of what happened between Bidzster and Stevie. So into the corner we go, onto the brake. Stevie just comes across, and so does Bidzster, but it wasn't really much that both of them drivers could do really. Stevie needed to go into the corner and Bidzster needed to go in. Stevie did squeeze him a little bit, but still, that's racing. Okay, here we are now on board with Neil Farmack to see what happened at the end of lap 1. So coming round towards Murray's, round Coram. Callum gets his braking point all wrong there. You can see he goes straight on, and then we get a little hit from behind, and then go on towards the wall, and then we rejoin. Okay, now let's have a look at that from Footman's point of view. So coming down towards Murray's, onto the brakes here, Callum goes wide there. We go into the corner, we hit the back of Neil Farmack, who then hits Callum, and we spin round, and then Neil and Callum both go off into the wall. I think that was just a racing incident, everyone arrived at once, and then we rejoin safely. So as we come back from them, back to the leaders, SHAREfactory in the lead, followed by Stevie, and then Bidzster. Will Bidzster ever go into the hairpin? No, he won't. Stevie closed upon SHAREfactory, Bidzster closed upon Stevie. Still no way through there for the top 3. As TY goes through in 5th. He doesn't usually enjoy this Ginetta Junior, he just finds it quite understeery. It's not really his cup of tea, but he's soldiering on anyway. He's doing well in 5th position. Meanwhile, Footman back there, and he's got contact between Keith and Growly Bear. Keith goes off, Growly Bear as well. So Growly goes off with Keith. So that goes straight through the middle. Thank you very much, I will take that. So again, we'll get a replay on what happened there. Here's a replay of what happened between Keith and Growley. So into the Montreal hairpin, a little bit of a tap to Keith there, and he goes wide. Growley sees a gap on the inside but can't get the car inside enough and hits Keith round. So that was definitely Growley's fault there, and rejoins, and he should let Keith rejoin in front of him, which he does. So, and then there's Azadar going straight through the middle to take 10th place. As we look down ahead, so Neil Farmack back down to 7th now, Footman ahead of him, so Neil must have made a little error there, but I don't think it's a big one because he's only down to 7th, so not too bad there for him. As Bidzster's back in front of Stevie now, Bidzster's back into 2nd place and chasing Cyrex down. So Cyrex in the lead, Bidzster just about getting up to speed now. Just took a little bit longer to get up to speed, but remember, Bidzster's won every single Ginetta Junior and Clio race so far this season. Quite good in these cars is Bidzster. He's not too shabby in the touring car either, but he just seems to be loving the Ginetta and the Clio this season. So let's see if Cyrex can break that streak and keep ahead of Bidzster to get that all-important win. But he's off! He's off! I've cursed it! Just as he goes off, Bidzster goes through, Cyrex on the grass just completely outbrakes himself, and now he's got to wait to rejoin. There he is. TY runs a bit wide and almost hits him, and now Cyrex has a chance to rejoin, and he does, as everyone else comes towards the chicane and goes through shot there. As we look at Callum, and then I think there's a car off there. That's Callum, who's still getting used to the wheel, as Azadar Blade hits the back of Growley, says come on, get on with it, let's go. So everyone's still quite close together in this race. So let's introduce some of the new guys then. So Stacker SI, he is one of the new guys, really nice bloke. He's stumbled across LPB racing somewhere online and found us, and he's joined us for his first race, and he's not doing too bad, in 6th place, doing very well, and I hope him the best, wish him the best for his duration with LPB racing. So then obviously there's Cyrex and Callum, who you all know, Keith, who you all know as well, and there's Growley Bear. He's new to Project Cars. You'll have seen Growley Bear in a couple of the GT Sport races. He finds it hard to actually find time to get on, which is fair enough. Everyone has stuff that they have to do. And Growley Bear, welcome to LPB racing on Project Cars. So Growley Bear and Stacker, the new guys in this one. As we look back, Bidzster in the lead, still followed closer by Stevie. Stevie's not letting him go in this one. He's not making it easy for Bidzster, keeping that pressure on. Blaney's all alone in 3rd place. Footman is still in 4th, Neil 5th. Cyrex in 6th, and TY's gone backwards here. So TY's gone backwards behind Callum, so TY's had an off somewhere. But again, TY, like I said earlier, struggling with this Ginetta. Doesn't really get on with the car very well, but let's hope he can keep the points consistent, because he's battling with his teammate in the championship. And his teammate in this one, Stevie, is 2nd place in this race, doing very well. As Growley Bear and Azadar Blade very close together. So Growley in front of Azadar. Through Hamilton, down towards Oggies. Let's see if Azadar's going to look for a move here. He's a bit later on the brakes than Growley is, but Growley into the corner very nicely through there. Keeps a nice defensive line and maintains his position. Meanwhile, Bidzster and Stevie's off the road. That will give Bidzster a little bit of breathing space, but still, half a second in it. Nothing in the Ginetta Juniors, absolutely as close as you like. As Footman goes into the chicane, followed by Neil. I dare say Neil's catching Footman slightly, and then they've got a little train behind them. Cyrex, then Callum, TY. So TY's catching Callum, but Callum not doing too bad here. So he's on his brand new Logitech wheel, and he's ditched the controller, because the controller on Project Cars is quite a handful, as TY experiences sometimes. He's either really good or he's really struggling for pace because of the controller aspect of things, because it's not really the most controller friendly game, Project Cars 2, but if you've got a wheel, it is absolutely the best. So TY in 8th place, still going strong, not doing too bad in this race, as Neil Farmack comes across the line in 5th place. So everyone a little bit more spread out now, not too bad, but still there could be some close battles later on as Stevie goes through the Montreal hairpin, goes quite wide. Bidzster in his stride now, looking that he's pulling out a gap. So Bidzster 1.4 to 1.5 seconds ahead of Stevie now as he goes round the turn 3. Very nice through there. As we look back at Footman, I'm sure Neil's catching him. He's a lot closer than before. Footman's going backwards into the hands of Neil here as Keith has moved up to 8th spot. So Keith's moved up past TY, so good job there by Keith, unless TY made an error, but whichever way around it is, Keith is 8th place now. So well done to Keith. So Bidzster's teammate moves up to 8th place. So well done there to Keith. As Azadar Blade is ahead of Growly now, so Growly moves back to 12th place, and Stacker has gone backwards as well. We missed what happened to Stacker. Stacker was in 6th earlier on, but he moved right back down to 12th. So we'll get a little replay on what happened to Stacker there. Here's a replay of what happened to Stacker. So into turn 3 he goes. He's going in quite hot, and then he catches the dirt over the curb, loses control of the car, and bang into the wall, right round, and then waits for a gap to rejoin. But then as he rejoins, just put too much power on and ends up doing a bit of ballet practice while he's trying to get back onto the track. There goes Growly and Azadar, and we rejoin him back in 12th place. So unlucky there for Stack. So as we come back from that replay, we are back with the leaders. Bidzster ahead of Stevie by 1.3 seconds. There is Stevie. More or less, they can still see each other. 1.3 seconds is the gap. But let's see if Stevie can close that towards the end of the race and see what happens. As Cyrex now, when the camera catches up with us, he's side by side with Neil. Cyrex goes through on Neil there, but will Neil be able to get the speed back? They're absolutely level pegged here. Neil's just slightly on the inside. In fact, yep, they are side by side now as they come down towards the Brundle chicane. This is going to be a battle of bravery through here. Cyrex goes round the outside and keeps the position. Will he get the car stopped? Yes is the answer. So well done to Cyrex there. Good move on Neil Farmack. So Neil moves back down to 6th place. Callum still in 7th, still a possible threat. Keith's pulled away from TY now. TY still struggling with that car, as you can see there. All over the curbs, all over the grass. Not exactly the fastest way around the track, but looks quite pretty. Kicking up the dust. As Cyrex goes through in 5th place. He's now on his way to try and catch Footman. There he is in 4th place. So Footman on his first, not first race back. He did the special event, so which he racked up quite a few points. But Footman there in 4th place. First time in the Ginetta Junior, because obviously he did the special event where we had all the other cars in the Ginetta Junior now. He's quite liking this car actually. He's 4th place. So let's see what he makes of the Clio and the touring car later on, and we'll see which touring car he actually picks. So Neil Farmack as well goes through the hairpin in the background, followed by Callum. But again, Stevie's closed in on Bidzster a little bit, so unless Bidzster's made a little error somewhere, but Stevie a little bit closer now. He's closed in by Bidzster by half a second in the last lap or so, so Stevie definitely on it. As they go through Hamilton, down towards Oggies, onto the brakes, into the corner, very nicely through there. As we got Neil, and Callum goes through on Neil. Callum goes through on Neil, so Callum gets 6th place. Neil Farmack back down to 7th. So Callum getting used to that car now, how it handles on the wheel. Doing a good job. As we got a battle ahead, Cyrex is up the inside of Footman. He gets through into Oggies, passes Footman as clean as you like. Well done there to Cyrex. Footman gives him plenty of space and kicks up a bit of dust while he's doing it. So Cyrex moves up to 4th. Footman back down to 5th. And Callum now will be the next one. Footman's hit on the hit list for Footman, but Callum's still got to try and catch him first. So Footman's still not hanging about. He's still a good 2 to 3 seconds in front. So Neil Farmack closes up in the draft of Callum, but it's not going to be close enough to make a move at the end of the straight, unless Callum makes an error of some sort, which he doesn't. Into the corner we go, very nicely through there for them too. Stevie's made an error somewhere. Stevie's made an error. He's 6 seconds behind Bidzster now, so Bidzster 6 seconds ahead. So Stevie's definitely gone backwards here. Stevie made some kind of error, but luckily he's not made a too big error that he's lost another position, because Blakeney is another 6 seconds behind, so not to worry there for Stevie. But Blakeney is getting caught by Cyrex and Footman, so Blakeney, he was all alone in 3rd place. He could be under pressure as we go into this last lap, because Cyrex is really on a charge here. He's past Footman, and he really is on a charge here, so this could happen, and anything could happen here, so watch this space. As we go round Coram, TY's gone backwards to 11th now, so TY making more errors there. Again, we know he doesn't like this car very much, and that's why understeer after understeer with the controller, it's not really working out for him. But hopefully the Clio and the touring car will be much better suited to him. as he goes through in 11th, and he's all over the shot now, so I don't know what's happening there, but TY goes really, really backwards, but still soldiers on. As we look now, Blakeney has got Cyrex visible in his mirrors. He's less than a second, almost less than half a second now between those two cars as they come down towards Agostini for the last time. Lap 6 now. Into the Agostini hairpin. You can see Blakeney running wide. You can see Cyrex closing up. Cyrex goes around the outside. Blakeney gets a bad run out the corner, and Cyrex just goes straight past. So Blakeney, I don't think he's got a problem with that car or anything, but I think Blakeney's just, I don't know, it could be his tyres, I don't know. Lapse of concentration somewhere, could have made a few errors, but Blakeney goes back down to 4th place then. Cyrex gets on the podium. As we go round Williams onto the back straight, down towards the Brundle chicane. So Blakeney there falling back. I don't think Footman's going to have just enough time to catch him at all, but still. There's Bidzster going through the chicane, so Bidzster's gone through the chicane. There's Stevie behind, just coming towards it now, so Stevie there going into the chicane. Let's have a little look down the field, let's see where we can have a look at a few battles. So Cyrex and Footman. Cyrex, yeah, Blakeney, Footman through there. Callum goes straight on. Callum's gone straight on. Neil Farmack could inherit 6th place here. And is he going to? Is Callum rejoining? No, Callum's rejoining there. So Callum just about stays ahead as Bidzster now comes towards the line to win yet again another race in the Ginetta Juniors to keep that clean sweep alive. Bidzster wins the race. Good job there by Bidzster. Stevie is going to come through in 2nd place. Well done to Stevie there. Cyrex rounds off the podium. Blakeney flashes lights. He's still quite happy with 4th place. So Blakeney comes all across in 4th place. Footman in 5th. Callum is just going to hang on from Neil to keep that 6th place after that error on the last lap. So well done to Callum there. He keeps 6th place. Neil Farmack finishes in 7th. Keith is going to come across the line in 8th place. Good consistent drive there by Keith. Arzadar Blade is just going to keep ahead of Growley towards the line. So Arzadar Blade goes across the line in 9th place. Growley on his first race with us back on Project Cars finishes in 10th. And then Stacker is going to finish ahead of TY, so Stacker will not be last on his first race with us. So Stacker comes across the line in 11th place, and TY finishes, probably not very happy, 12th place for TY. So TY really struggling in that one. So we'll just get those points confirmed for you now. Okay guys, let's take you through those results then. So Bidzster was the winner in that one by 9 seconds from Stevie in 2nd place. Then it was Cyrex in 3rd. Blakeney finishes in 4th. 5th place is Footman. And then as we go over the page, Callum in 6th place. 7th is Neil. 8th, Keith. Arzadar Blade finishes in 9th. Growly Bear finishes in 10th. Well done to him. Stacker finishes 11th. And a very unlucky TY comes home in 12th position. So as you come back from that then, Bidzster is the winner. There he is in the blue Ginetta. So Bidzster yet again wins another Ginetta Junior race, and now we'll see you next time for the Clio race. So stay tuned guys. Take care.